Excellent. We return to the scene in the Hair of the Bard Tavern, where the three of you are gathered around Maribel, and she says, it may require some discretion, but I would appreciate it if you can see if you can figure out anything about what's happening here. I want to make sure we have a good party. I can't imagine what it could be.
Don't worry, I leave no trace, as I'm like dripping powdery on the floor.
Yes, this fan club is strange.
You guys make an insight check.
Gladly.
12.
6.
11.
Okay. Yeah, the two of you see, you've seen this whole time that she's pretty nervous, and it's hard to tell if that's just her natural disposition, or if there is something in particular she is concerned about, and if there is, if that is just the matter of running the party.
I'm gonna look at her and say, what aren't you telling us?
I'm sorry?
Is there something you are keeping secret?
This town is a town of knowledge, which means that it is also a town of secrets.
I think we should have as much information as we can possibly gather from you. Please inform us.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
18.
18. Me.
With my whole +1.
Good shit, dude.
She says, I just said discretion, didn't I? But if you must know, it's my brother. I mean, this isn't what I do for a living. I have my own life. I came from out of town to help him with this. It's always good to see him. It was just a little strange at this time. He seems really focused on this work, and I'm just worried that he's overworking himself.
Do you want us to go check on him?
No, I think that should be fine. He'll be.
He's
always been nothing if not reliable.
How long have you lived in your brother's shadow?
Rude. Just keep pointing at A. They're driving you away.
I bite her finger.
What? Is it normal for men to come in bar and harass nerds on weeknight?
Just to see if you bite her finger. I guess that would be like an unarmed strike. So you can just do it with strength, proficiency. Make an attack roll, please.
5.
You fail, thankfully, to bite her finger.
I'm just gonna look down like.
Are you human, by the way?
No.
Yeah, I'm also
I'm a high elf.
You're a high. You're a
Just a
high.
weird.
Even with my extremely low charisma and inability to act normal in social situations, I'm just like, what the fuck?
She looks over and she says,
Can I insight and
I
see?
hope I can count on you, Chemex.
Can I see if my comment caused her any extra distress? Like that's like a true thing or not?
An insight, and what did you say?
How long have you lived in your brother's shadow?
Okay. You can make an insight check.
6.
No, it didn't seem to faze her at all.
Okay.
You were, in actuality, just being very rude.
So
And she ain't putting up with that shit.
you said, what did she last say to me?
She said, I hope that I can count on you.
Well, you can certainly count on me. I take my inspiration from your brother's great works, and I will be just like Detective Stone from his book, the one that he wrote.
Oh, you mean from The Eye in the Window?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I
Yes,
just really
that's-
love the twist in that one.
That's one of my favorites.
I hope we find an equally interesting twist in this story we're about to tell.
I am the
Well,
twist to that story.
I hope not. Maybe it's best to leave such things to stories.
Well, let's not waste any time.
Where is it we are going? And we are investigating some green magic somehow. We know not where to start.
Well, it's clear they know something. I don't know how to get that out of them, but maybe someone else also.
Men who come in bar or men who shoot green laser from fingers?
Yeah, are they? Is the fan club still in here?
They're still in here. Yeah.
So I'm gonna just walk up to them.
Okay, and Wendy is going to stand up to greet you.
Hello again, Wendy.
Hello. Something I can help you with?
No, I just need to talk to the half-orc over there.
You can make it intimidation, or do you want it?
For the record, I'm not trying to be intimidating.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to talk to him.
Yeah. She's gonna say no. Basically, is what I'm getting at. Anything you can say to him, you can say to me.
Okay, can I say it to both of you at the same time?
They are both clearly in range to where they can
Okay.
hear you. If you wanted to just
Kind
say-
of like keep looking back and forth between the two of them, like talk to both of them, like, yeah. So that
And she does. She has a bit of a smile on her face, but the half orc does not. The half orc looks concerned.
Like he's been shot by an arrow.
Like it's
yeah.
a drop
First of
by
all,
now.
like, is he doing okay?
Oh yeah. I suppose I should mention it's at about this point. Thank you for mentioning that in walks the man that had left before, and shortly behind him is a. She looks to be in her 30s. Looks like a very, very pretty human woman at first, but as she walks in, you catch the tip of like pointed ears. You think she might be a half elf. A woman in flowing blue robes. She is holding a wand in one hand. She appears to have some sort of book in a pocket on her robe, and she strolls in and looks at what's going on over here, and she's like, "Oh my God, what happened here?" And she walks up to the half-orc, who's probably the most wounded that she can see at this moment. And you see her place a hand on him and cast a healing spell, and appears to close up that wound.
Gotcha.
And you actually see her walk up, and she just rips the arrow out, and just immediately heals it.
Brutal.
As she's doing that is probably when I would have started talking to them. So imagine as she's ripping the arrow out, I'm talking to the two of them. I say, you know, I've been studying magic for quite a bit now, and I say what you just did back there did not seem like anything that I've ever heard of or learned in my studies. What was that?
You're saying that to the half-orc?
Yeah, and to Wendy, kind of.
And to Wendy? Yeah. Wendy would say, "We don't owe you a thing."
If it wasn't for me, that guy probably would have kicked your ass.
Him? He's no problem at all. You see what we did to him.
Well, yeah, because we softened him up first for you.
And actually starting to limp over is Kristoff, seeing the priestess come in. And he is actually probably the most wounded out of anyone, because that thing basically put a hole in him.
Yeah.
He's actually probably still bleeding by the time that he gets over to her, and she's like, "Oh my God." And she she tends to him.
And what's the priestess's name?
Are you going to ask her?
Yes.
Well, you would have heard as well. It is Sister Nyavara.
Can we say Sister Nyavara? Have you ever seen a wound like this before?
And she says, "Yes, this is a magical wound."
But what kind of magic is it that did the wounding?
It's harder to say. It's definitely a powerful offensive magic.
Let's see.
I've seen many kinds of magic on my travels on the seas.
It looks as if he was, and as she's tending to Kristoff, she'll say, it seems like he was struck by a powerful magical force.
This one was green. I finished.
Yes, it was a burst of green magical energy, as my associate here tells you.
You said as your associate there. Tells you.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna start shouting nonsense.
and she'll say, right before you do that, she'll say, Denier is a god of knowledge, but I must admit that I don't know anything more about this.
Oh, thank you.
And she just she gives like a low, like embarrassed smile, and she says, Denier is a god of literature.
I'm gonna get your attention and ask. I am not the best at magic. You say the half-orc, he shoots something strange. I cannot tell difference between spells.
Okay.
I'm gonna shout nonsense yet.
You can start shouting nonsense.
Okay, I'm gonna shout nonsense on my way out the door. And in Thieves' Cant, among the nonsense, I'm gonna say, meet me in the back of the building, we have business.
Are you saying this to someone?
No. Not
Okay.
directly to someone, I'm like shouting it to the room.
Okay, and then you just walk out?
Yeah,
Okay. You just see who comes?
yes.
Okay.
That's my plan.
Okay. Does anyone do anything in the immediate aftermath?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm gonna look at Pentecost and say, why did that guy get hired?
I do not think he even works here. I just think he just
Yes,
comes
in
like
fact,
a book.
just about everyone watches as you babble your way.
Very, very clearly not understanding the Thieves' Cant.
I don't know. He is very good at shooting teenage boy with arrow, I suppose.
And there's a moment before everyone returns to normal.
Also, watching from the spider, does anyone... Let me know if anyone moves or, like, gets my way.
You don't see any.
This might be I'm just in the back of the building by myself for a while.
Might be.
Is there an upstairs to the place?
There is an upstairs, actually. But it looks like it just goes to, like, living quarters or, like, rooms that they rent out. There is a staircase up there.
Okay. Well, if nobody comes to the outside, I'm just gonna climb up and sneak into one of the rooms and start looking around upstairs.
Just one of the random rooms?
Yeah. I'm gonna peek in the windows before I go in, make sure I don't, like, walk in on someone new.
You look in the first one, and you do, in fact, see a man in the room changing.
Okay.
Ooh.
And he sees you. Unless you want to roll a stealth check.
Oh, I will definitely roll a stealth check.
There's the potential to be even worse. We're trying to hide.
22.
Okay, he does not see you. You are watching a man change.
Okay, I'm gonna check the next room.
Okay.
Extreme voyeur.
There is a man sleeping. Make a stealth check.
Okay. Sean can't handle it. Why are the chips next to Sean now? Oh no. 9.
Okay, he does not wake. You are staring at a sleeping man.
Okay. I'll check the next room.
This room does not appear to have anything in it.
Okay.
There is the bed looks disturbed. There's a bag on the ground.
Okay, I'm gonna sneak into this room and investigate the room.
Just a random room.
Investigate.
You can make an investigation check.
I'm I'm just downstairs going like, I do not like that guy. He is a strange man. I do not think he should be on this quest.
15.
You root around in the bag, and you find 9 silver.
What?
And a small stone figurine of an elephant.
Ooh. Did you ever answer my question about whether the green magic looked weird to you or not?
Let me put it this way.
And well, it says, and Christoph, when he gets his a little bit of healing, he will go back towards the other side of the room where he had been from. You two can make an insight check.
Are there only 3 rooms up there, or are there more?
17, maybe.
There's a couple more.
Okay.
I got 13.
I'm gonna bring my spider to me, and I'm gonna have my spider check out the room, so I'm gonna look through the spider.
Okay, so Pentecost, you notice as Christoph is walking away that he gives looks towards the fan club, and especially to Wendy, just definitely being wary of them as well. And you also kind of catch him glancing in your direction and Chemex's as well. Like he's not sure what to make of you, and it's very clear that he mainly just wants to get away from that situation when he's going over to the other side of the room.
Is he leaving the bar or staying in the bar?
No, he's just going over to the other side.
Okay.
Okay. From that insight check,
Sitting
I
down
saw,
with his bros.
did it look like he was like familiar with the fan club or all?
He's definitely familiar with the fan club, considering he burst in and
Yeah.
called him a bunch of nerds.
Okay, makes sense.
Him and Wendy.
I'd like to go talk to Christoph. I'm going to say to you, try to get something out of these ones. They don't really seem to like me very much, but maybe they'll talk to you.
I have no idea why they would not like you. I will try.
All right.
I say stone-facedly.
Yep. Can't tell if there's any
rooms?
sarcasm in that or not.
No.
Are you not prepared for that?
No, I mean, you don't find anything significant. They appear to be rooms that people are staying in.
Okay. Nobody of note?
That is not the answer, unfortunately.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna walk back down the stairs behind everybody and just say,
You just go, yeah. Yeah, so as you're going over towards Christoph, you catch your friend, Shad.
Is he my friend?
do you have any friends?
Walking down the stairs.
Yeah, I don't think I'm friends with anyone here.
Everyone sees you walking down the stairs after previously having left through the front door.
And my cape is red now instead of blue. My cloak.
You see Maribel look at you and
Yeah, I'm like about
look
to.
down at the ground in shame.
I'm about to try to talk to Wendy, and I like look over and she's like, "What?"
And I go like this, I'm like, what a nice nap.
This man acts like no one saw him leave the front door.
I mean, we made a pretty big ruckus when he left out the front door.
He's yelling like madman at sea. Drink too much salt water. You want me kick him out? I say to Maribel.
I leave it to your judgment.
Okay, keep eye. He's like side-eyeing you.
Do you put your hat back on?
No, not right now.
He's okay. He seems to be investigating. He has his own way.
Sure. Everyone's got their own methods.
I'm gonna go up to Christoph.
Okay, you approach Christoph, and he already has an ale in his tankard. He's with his bros. He looks up at you. What do you say?
How do you feel now about a bunch of nerds kicking your butt?
Fuck you, man.
Careful now, careful. Didn't go too well for you last time you insulted me.
Yeah, go and take all the credit, man.
If I recall,
There's something wrong with them. I don't know.
If I
why you're-
recall, I
I don't
knocked
know why
this
you're
one
here
out.
talking to me. There's
if
something
I
wrong with them.
recall, I knocked this one out before he even got a chance to hit anyone. And if the fight had lasted any longer, I imagine you
And when
and
I
these two would be on the floor as well.
And I suppose at this moment, I never said that the priest healed that one guy. So
I imagine
knocked out.
at the moment,
woke up with 1 health eventually.
Yeah.
but it takes at least an hour.
Yeah, I
so
imagine they just
they're
propped his
friends.
unconscious
Yes,
body up
he
in
is
the
propped
seat.
up,
Oh my god.
In his seat.
but he still has a beer in front of him for some reason.
Okay.
Solid.
And I'm gonna say, like, I
That's
knocked
good
this
homies.
one out, and thinking he's awake, I, like, jab my finger into him and kind of falls over.
Nothing. Yeah, he just falls. He falls
Say,
out of his seat,
Oh,
and he
oops,
goes
I
to pick him
can
back
fix
up.
that.
He's like, "Whoa, that's not necessary." Yeah, you're a good
Look,
fighter. I respect
I didn't
that.
come
What?
over
What do you
here
want?
to boast or brag.
Well-
I'm trying to figure out what's going on, okay? And maybe for an apology from you for calling me a nerd.
You can make a persuasion check with advantage.
Nice. Wow.
Advantage.
Yeah. With advantage, that's a 15.
He says, "I'm not the one you have to worry about, but I appreciate it. I understand
Uh,
you haven't come over here, but like I said, they're the ones you want to talk to. I didn't do anything wrong, but
Tell me about your history with them.
well, they're a bunch of assholes, as you can tell. They think they're better than everyone. They think that all their reading and their book learning makes them good. But
Okay, so
I don't know the last time I seen them doing anything useful.
you're telling me that the guy who came in here and started throwing insults at a bunch of people reading books and started a fight, and you're calling them assholes. What do you call yourself?
Listen, man, I don't know what sort of self-awareness you expect me to display.
hey man, I'm just an NPC.
It's like, but I'm telling you, they're trouble. Their obsession with him. It's weird.
Their obsession with Theobald Darkletter or with the
Yeah.
Half-Orc?
That's that's the one, the author. I mean, you think it's got to be pretty weird, right? Them being so obsessed.
Yeah, I think
Having
anyone
to
that's really
defend
that
his honor.
anyone that's really like that obsessed with Theobald Darkletter's probably got a few screws loose.
Yeah, no. See, yeah, you understand where I'm
I'm
coming
just
from.
kind of like,
Nervously.
Yeah, and I always thought there was something off about that guy.
what do you mean?
I mean, people come here, they're social, it's a big tavern, you have lots of people together. We have a temple to the god of literature or whatever, and he comes here to live. You would think that he would want to associate, with everyone, but he decides to just be a recluse up in his estate that he had built.
Look, I get what you're saying,
It's
but
weird, man.
I think you're talking to the wrong person, barking up the wrong tree. You know what I'm saying? Feel what I'm saying? Know what I mean?
I don't know what you're saying. I
As
don't
someone
know what you
who happens to live far from other people and also be a big fan of Theobald Darkletter, I'm feeling personally offended, and you're kind of triggering me right now.
Well, listen, I didn't mean to offend anyone, but I wouldn't put too much stock in that guy. You've read his books, doesn't mean you know him. Something weird.
I'm his biggest fan. I do know him. And with that, I'm going to turn away angrily and...
As you're turning away angrily, he says, that wasn't you at his house, was it?
I kind of do it like... Oh?
What's this?
Say it was me at his house. What was I doing at his house?
Was it you at the house or not?
I asked you a question. You answer my question first.
I asked you a question first.
But I answered your question with my question.
Meanwhile, in Toontown,
It doesn't.
No, it wasn't me at his house.
Okay, good. Thanks for cutting the bullshit.
So what did you see? Spill the beans.
Well, I was out on my rounds, help patrol from time to time, and saw someone, it was pretty late at night. It was maybe 1 a.m, and saw someone skittering up in the darkness towards the house. I tried to get closer, but I lost him.
And you just left it at that? Just turned around and said, not my problem? What kind of patrolman are you?
I've been keeping an eye out. Haven't seen anything since then.
Useless. And with that, I turn away.
I'm back over with Wendy and the half-orc.
And I'm also there. So I came down from the stairs right behind them.
And say, so this is a pretty cool book coming out tonight, right, guys? Trying to like act casual and get into their graces, but like very clearly out of my depth.
And you're over there. Are you near the fan club and everything?
Yeah, I'm like right next to
there as
them.
well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Wendy looks up at you and she has, her eyes are wide and bright, and she says, "Yes, it's going to be the greatest."
Oh, I know, totally the greatest. I am also as excited. So some crazy magic in here tonight, right? You guys want to tell me a little bit about that cool magic? It was super cool.
You can make a persuasion check.
Can I...
With advantage.
Yeah, okay.
I already have advantage. Thank. Oh, nat 20.
But can I roll higher?
Nat 20.
Asking her about magic, she'll say, "Yeah, this is a very magical town. By most standards, we have a temple to a god of literature, so we're all pretty well read. It's a common pastime, and I think just reading so much, we all pick up a thing or two, in the course of our
Oh,
of
yes.
our reading.
Of course, I do.
I can say, I can definitely say that's true of myself." And she begins to cast a spell, and she produces, out of nowhere, a rose in her hand, and she hands it to you.
I hold it very gingerly in my huge, sweaty hands. This is pretty cool magic.
And after a couple seconds, it just dissolves.
I'm like, oh yeah, check this out. And now there's an entire cube of roses.
A cube? Just an actual cube.
A five
cube
five
of roses.
cube of roses.
And she'll see that, and she'll just reach out and just swipe her hand through it, and make it clear that there's absolutely nothing there. In contrast to her rose that she gave you, which is very real, except for the fact that it dissolved.
Well, guys, this
after
is
a few seconds.
a pretty cool wand measuring contest we have right now, but actually I was asking about your friend's green laser beams over here. Had not seen like that before in any of the many, many books I have read. Can you tell me a bit about that?
Her expression goes cold, and she says, "Maybe you haven't read the right book."
Maybe. Or maybe I have, and there's some secret in this town of secrets. I think we are all big fans of mystery novel, clearly. Let me in on inside scheme here.
Are you in front of everyone when you're saying this?
Oh yeah. I'm just standing right in front of the fan club. Trying to blend in with my...
Who all is in the immediate vicinity as you say that?
Looks like this is the fan club, right? And
Yeah, it's the fan club.
There's the priest,
The priestess is there.
priestess, and
I think at this point the priestess would go over and get a fucking drink.
cool.
At the
Or heal the other dude.
she would see him.
That's
She
probably gonna die.
She would spot him. Now he would be.
He's unconscious.
He's
so
got a
it's
beard.
fine.
He's fine.
Yeah, someone stabilized. Thanks for pointing that out. But someone would have stabilized him.
Yeah.
No, he had knocked him
Oh
unconscious.
yeah, no,
He
knocked him
didn't-
unconscious.
yeah.
Yes,
He
it's
didn't
fine.
kill him.
Yeah.
She'll
There were no
spot
death
him
saves.
and she'll go heal him and she'll be tending to their wounds over there. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm just kind of saying this. I'm not subtle at all. Just maybe you tell me about green laser beams.
Make a persuasion check. Wait, hold on. Make a persuasion check.
Damn. That's gonna be 17.
17. The half-orc looks at you and says, "She wasn't wrong. We read the right." And at that point, she slaps her hand over his mouth.
Ooh. that's in character. So you guys all have.
And she looks back behind her and she says, "I think that's enough of that. We've been through a lot today. It would be nice if you could go."
Well, technically, I'm hired to be here, so I'm going to hang out. But
Okay, you're not hired to be here.
If I see them trying to leave, I'm going to be like, you can't leave yet.
No one's trying to leave.
But if they are trying to leave, I will stand in front of the door.
If who's trying to leave?
The fan club.
The fan club is not trying to leave.
Okay.
They're just telling him to fuck off.
I'm gonna lean in a bit closer and just be like, we're all very big fans of books, but we know you need your hand to turn pages. Be a shame if something happened to your page-turning hands. And I'm gonna slowly put the hat on and just like glare at the half-orc with red eyes. Or actually, no, I'm glaring at Wendy.
And I'm
She
gonna
like silenced him,
I'm just gonna like
and I'm gonna try to intimidate.
pluck my bowstring just to add to it. Boom.
Are you assisting me with my intimidation?
Yes, I am.
I'm gonna try to intimidate
Who are you trying to intimidate?
Wendy.
Make a straight intimidation roll.
That's gonna be 12.
Since he's using strength, can he use strength for the intimidation?
No.
It's fine.
Does he have advantage? From helping him?
She says to you, yes, he would have. No, you would have, but it was canceled out by something.
Okay.
And you just said, and she'll say this, you said we're all fans of Theobald, yes?
Of course, that is the one we're all fans of.
Is that true, by the way? Have you actually read any of his books?
No.
Go ahead and make me a deception check.
Or
So surprisingly, she doesn't blink an eye, and she says, then, surely you understand how, Mr. Darkletter, even his fiction reveals reality. You agree?
of course, everyone knows that.
Yes, you've read 3 Cold Nights in Autumn.
I read all the Cold Nights and Autumns. The whole
Okay.
series.
It's now canon. It is a series. Okay. And she just looks at you and she says, if his fiction can reveal reality, imagine what will be capable when he writes nonfiction. She gives a very sincere look.
I kind of walk
She
up at
looks
that
away.
point, and I'm going to say, I really don't like nonfiction that much. I just find it to be a lot more boring. I think you should stick
walk
with
away
fiction.
and go talk to the bartender.
If you say you don't like nonfiction, she's going to say, well, then why are you here?
Because I'm Theobald's biggest fan.
She says, you're wrong. You don't know him like I do.
Insight.
What?
Did
You're-
that
you're
mean
in
something more than it was? Than what does it mean? What I think it means?
I don't know what you think it means.
Is she having sexual relations with Theobald?
Okay, no. But you can roll inside.
6.
Actually, you think she might have. You think she meant that, like, sincerely.
I'm gonna get real up close here and be like, back off, he's mine.
Actually, before I walk away, I'm like, Wendy, hold still. Hold very still. Can she hold still?
Yes.
Okay, I reach behind her ear and kind of touch her hair, and I make my spider appear in my hand, and I go, there was a spider in your hair. And I kind of put it in my pocket.
Put it in your pocket!
Then I turn around and walk away.
This man is collecting spiders and bugs. This is not very sanitary for Bar.
But my question is why? What is the purpose of this?
Still trying to.
I would like to roll insight and see what her reaction means psychologically.
Roll insight.
He's an investigator
You're very-
and a psychologist.
You're very brave.
Can I have advantage for my obscure
Can I
methods?
have some advantage, please?
You can have disadvantage.
Yo, let me get some
Yes, you can
advantage.
have advantage.
15.
15 on insight. to see what her reaction to your spider reveals about her psychological
Does she
state.
have abandonment issues?
What question are you trying to answer
Is she an arachnophobe?
with this interaction?
Does she deem it as like a kind gesture to remove a spider from her hair? Does she just hate me? Is she really afraid of spiders? Does she look like she could kill someone?
How did you get that from?
She's a very good investigator.
She is surprisingly stoic when you do this. She does not flinch at all, even at the sight of the spider. And she looks at you and she says, "Is that one yours?"
And I say, no.
You're gonna make a deception check.
7.
And she says, "Cute."
I wink at her and walk away. And now it's a bar.
Damn weird.
And she, yes, turns away from you. Give me one moment here.
And Sean thought he was going to be the most socially awkward one.
I'm trying, but I can't keep up. This is a good session.
Some people are born to the role.
Oh, that's great. We haven't even got to the best part.
The part where we all roll checks to see how fast we can read the book once it comes out.
Yeah, I'm gonna spoil it for everyone. I'm just gonna start reading backwards from the last
I
page.
cast thaumaturgy and make my voice 3 times as loud and yell Snape kills Dumbledore. Nice jail.
Nice job.
It bounced back to 1.
Nice.
We're just having fun.
Okay, and at this point, Maribel approaches you two if you are together. And
I believe so.
she says, "Seems like you're all busy. Did you find out anything?"
Yes.
They mentioned something about all reading a book or something when they covered the half-orc's mouth when he said we all read the right book, so...
I think the half-orc snuck into your brother's house and read the book before it was ready.
Oh, you think there is burglary
What
involved?
makes you say that?
Because Christoph saw someone at your brother's house and he didn't do anything about it because he's an idiot. And then they were also talking about reading a book. A secret book. The right book.
I think
The
perhaps
right secret book.
they have gained magical power of spoilers laser from reading book early.
This is plausible.
I know a lot about magic, so...
And futuristic technology.
She says, "I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? I'm sorry. What? What do you think?"
That half-orc guy over there
Yeah.
shot green lasers.
Yes. Okay.
Went into your brother's house the other night. Him or somebody close to him.
How do you know that?
He read the book.
How do you know that?
Do you know? Have you read any of your brother's books? Do you understand how detectives work? They make assumptions. That's how you do stuff. That's how you find mysteries out.
I believe it's called a hunch.
It's a hunch. Thank you.
Well, I can appreciate that. I'm not sure what the connection is between reading the book.
Well, they
Whatever
were.
it is that just happened.
Hearing these different things, can I make an intelligence check to see if I might be putting together what might actually be going on?
You can make a...
Because my character's smart, but
Yeah?
I'm inebriated. So.
Roll
yeah,
dice.
that's okay.
Roll
That's
dice to figure
Well,
out the mystery.
You can make an Arcana check. Are you proficient in that?
No.
I'm proficient in Arcana.
Please.
but I'm smart.
You're not proficient in Arcana, but you can cast spells?
Yeah, absolutely. I learned spells from the gnomes, I decided. Not from the...
Okay, you can make an intelligence check. You can make an intelligence Arcana check.
It's an 18.
No.
18.
9.
And what's the question again?
Dude, does my theory seem like a sound theory?
Oh, that's what you're... Okay, that's what you're
I
looking
don't know. I just heard Arcana. I wanted to roll some dice.
That's okay. What the that model that you have created is certainly
Plausible.
consistent with the facts as you know them currently. Yes.
Okay.
Well, I could try and go scare them some more. I have a lot of proficiency with intimidation, but it seems like we may already have hunch to follow. What do you think?
I think we should check
Send
the
that to you.
house out.
I think this guy just wants to read book early, if you ask me.
Yes.
I wouldn't put it past him. Listen, we have to keep up appearances. I think we should probably do the drawing now. And
Let's all get excited about the raffle.
yes, she says, "Okay, everyone, it's time for the next event and the lead up to this book
What
release."
number
And that's
is on my
very-
ticket?
What number is on your? I feel like it would, I don't know. Would it just be your name?
Okay.
What-
I want to know if I win right away. I can't bear the suspense.
Says we're gonna have the drawing to see who gets the first copy of the book. This is a great honor, as Sister Naivara could tell you when she gestures over to the bar. Sister's like, the sister's like, "Oh my God, what has happened here already?"
I'm gonna walk
She
over
says-
and talk to the sister.
Yeah. And she says, as she can tell you, this is a great honor. The wand that she possesses was a gift from Denier himself. Being able to reproduce literary works and spread knowledge. Such a powerful ability, wouldn't you all agree?
Wand of plagiarism, very high level.
You're gonna walk over to her?
Yeah.
What are you gonna say?
No,
I'm gonna greet her and then produce these small elephant figurines. Do I know what it is? If it has any magical properties or anything?
You realize as you pull it out, it has no magical properties.
Okay, alright. Alright. So I'm gonna show her this. I'm gonna say, it looks like this is the cause of the green strange magic that caused that. Do you know how it works?
What are you talking about? She says into her drink.
You're asking the sister?
Keeping in mind that she was not there for that.
Yeah.
Well, and I explained the situation to her, what happened.
I think someone mentioned something about what they had said before while she was there.
He was asking about what type of wounds.
Yeah, and so what did you just say?
I explained what happened to her.
And said this elephant.
To explain what happened, you're just asking if she knows anything?
Yeah, if she knows anything.
And you were asking about, like, that ability that he used, right?
That ability or the person or that group.
Okay. She's going to look at you and she's going to say, I don't know anything about any green energy attack or whatever it was that you were saying about that.
Okay. What about the half-orc?
What do you...
When's the drawing going to happen?
It's happening simultaneously, so it's okay.
Okay.
So it's okay. Go ahead and make a persuasion check with advantage.
Nice.
Wow.
Kid
20?
That advantage coming in.
20 total.
Yes.
She says, well, I mean, they're certainly a strange bunch. I'm sorry to hear that they were causing problems there. And she's looking into her drink, and she's just like shaking her head, and she says, yeah, they love to get themselves into trouble.
Who should talk about?
The fan.
the fan club. And she says, yeah, that one actually. The half-orc guy. I healed him a little while ago, about a week ago.
What happened?
It's hard to say. They couldn't really give me a good explanation of what happened. You can make an insight check. Which say I can tell you that I couldn't.
8.
Okay. Yeah, she says. I'll be honest. He was rambling and raving. It looks like something happened to him, but I couldn't tell what it was. So I just, I used everything, all the restorative and anti-arcane measures that I knew of to fix him, and it seemed to help.
This was on the half-orc guy?
Mm-hmm.
Are we all hearing this, or just you?
I don't know. Are you coming over?
Looks like
I mean, like, is
We're-
this in a
as of now,
conversation
we-
that's
This
happening
is
while
this
we're
is
playing
at
this?
the
They're at the bar.
I
We
suppose.
were over by the fan club.
Then
Yeah.
I'm definitely paying attention to the
drawing.
drawing.
Yeah.
And she'll say, yeah, Wendy, brought him over, but she couldn't tell me what was going on. You can make an insight check.
Okay, yeah, I do. I would love to make an insight check of 10.
That part you don't believe that she didn't say anything about what had happened.
I'm probably not too interested in the drawing, so I would wander over towards the bar, if that's cool.
Yeah, it's fine. Well, she seems to really want to talk for everybody. I kind of doubt that she didn't say anything to you. I understand. My memory can be fuzzy too. I'm sure this small elephant figurine would jog your memory.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Because everyone's hammered.
What?
Damn, dude.
Wait, no, that's a 7.
That's okay, because she said, listen, you don't have to give me a figurine. They couldn't tell me what had happened to him, but they had gone to Theobald's house. They had gone to Mr. Darkletter's house to try and get a sneak peek at, what he was working on. And
Praised fanboy was correct.
I think they must have triggered a trap of his that he put or something to keep, mischief makers away. And it did something to him. I couldn't tell what it was, but I was able to fix him.
It's one of those situations where, as you say, boys will be boys.
Do I think it was a trap?
You can make an intelligence check.
Inside every single sentence. Rolled so many sixes.
I know, dude. You got any new dice?
6s and 4s.
9.
Something weird definitely happened to that guy when he went in there. It's hard to say what.
Alright.
She's like, I couldn't figure out what it was, but I used, lesser restoration and dispel magic and remove curse, and it seemed to do the trick. So, who knows? Who knows? what's
Nothing
going
like
on.
the good old kitchen sink.
Yep. Exactly.
How did this half-orc seem before you used all those spells on him? Was he talking crazy? Were his eyes glowing? Did he levitate?
Definitely no. And she's like, I'm imagining you just walk over.
Yeah.
And at this point, she's just like, nothing about eyes glowing or levitating.
Did you ever take off your hat?
Yeah,
eyes
no,
still glowing?
I don't keep that on.
When I saw him, he was muttering. He was incomprehensible. Barely could tell what was going on around him. Wendy was really dragging him along. But I figured they're kids. They're getting in trouble, so I didn't want to make a big deal of it.
I remember first time I smoked long let him leave. Has there been any history of violence in town or violence in bar before this, or did fan clubs suddenly go crazy after sneaking to house?
They've always been a weird bunch, but you know, a nice bar brawl is not unknown around here.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I love good bar brawl. Not so much book club, but you know, weird combination might be cool.
They've always been, you know, secretive, like elitist. But really, in like the last month or so, they've seemed like they've really been doing something. It's hard to say what though. I wish I knew.
Me as well. Wish I knew.
Well, thank you. You sure? Thanks for giving me this small elephant figurine. I'm gonna grab it.
And at that moment, you hear Maribel calling over Sister Naivara to do the drawing.
Nice.
It is time for the drawing, y'all, to grant the first copy of this book. And when it is announced that it is time to do the drawing, even the fan club seems to stand up, and they are very happy, and they are clapping, they are talking amongst themselves, and especially the two members that you have not interacted with as much, the minor members, they are definitely giving it a nice little clap, and they are looking right over towards the table, and they're just looking very intently. And
Wow,
Maribel says,
this is
anyone that has a ticket already can come in and enter the raffle.
I got mine.
You go up and you slap it on in the little bag that she has.
Can I like check the bag to make sure there's not any already in there?
You look in and there are none in there. And every member of the fan club goes over and puts a ticket in.
While they do
This is the last chance if you all would like to join.
While they do this, I would like to use my invisible mage hand and pick the half-orc's pocket to see if he has anything interesting on him that might give us a clue as to what's going on.
You can make a sleight of hand check.
While he's distracted. Do I get advantage?
Yeah.
For good
You
timing.
just get to make the check.
Oh.
Well, that's a 28, sir.
Well, with a natural 20, and you're going through his pockets.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. You really dig in there, and it's very easy to feel. What is it? The thing that he had already put out before. What was it? Like a small orb?
Yeah, arcane focus.
Yes. So you find that, and it's an arcane focus. You can tell that. But you really dig around in there, and really just right in the bottom of the other pocket, you pull out, and you're able to take a look. As you use your hand to pull this thing out of the pocket, it is a tiny scrap of paper that flits to the ground after your mage hand pulls it out.
Okay, well, I'll use my mage hand to bring it
And
over.
there's some coins.
Okay.
If you want any of them, it feels with your magic like there's a couple coins.
Okay, well, sure, yeah.
What are you gonna what? What are you gonna do with this?
With the coins? I don't know.
No, I'm saying you don't have to take them, but if you're gonna take them, how?
Oh, how am I gonna take the coins?
Screw the clue.
The hand is invisible, but the coins are not.
The coins are not. I'll probably well, with a really good sleight of hand check, since I got a really good one, could I like just lift it above the crowd and just like bring it over to me? No one's looking up; they're looking at the desk.
So
No, okay. Well,
I feel like with that you could like drop them down like
you want to go on
next to a table leg or something to retrieve later.
okay. All right.
Flying
And
coins
since you're
8 feet in the air.
and since you're looking over, you can see that it is a few silver.
Okay.
Stole his lunch money.
Yep. I didn't steal it yet. It just removed from his possession.
Which I think is the dictionary definition of stealing.
I don't have it. I don't have it. It's on the floor.
Your Honor, I don't have it. I don't know what you're talking about.
I was there. I saw it. It just fell out of his
fell out of
pocket.
his pocket. Yeah.
Okay, so you do
It's
that,
still there.
and then it is time for the drawing.
God damn it.
And Maribel goes over to the bag, which has. Wait, no, she's the one that has the bag. So she has the bag with several in it. And the fan club is clapping. A couple people over on the other side of the tavern, they're clapping. Bart keeps clapping. they're ready.
I'm just like scowling.
Yeah, the fan club is up in like formation, bunched up. They're clapping.
I'm like clapping like this.
And
Jesus Christ.
as Maribel reaches in, let me see.
You have 5 intelligence?
No.
5 charisma.
No. Yeah, and where's Maribel's like behind the table?
She's right here.
Yes. So she would have stepped out here. Click around right here. Click around here. You can do that. And
But no, it's true.
as she is about to pull one out, you all catch notice of Wendy, who appears to be looking in the direction of Maribel, about to pull out the ticket, and she appears to be casting a spell,
Oh, put
No.
my mage hand in her
Failing.
mouth.
failing to disguise it,
Ooh.
I'll put my mage hand in
yeah.
her mouth.
as if the clapping was meant to distract or to cover up
Ooh, shit.
the verbal components of the spell.
I'm just going to turn around and point straight at her.
I want to throw one of my water skins at her.
Throw the water skin. Go for it.
That's gonna be a 20. Dirty 20.
Yeah, so it's immediately obvious that she is casting a spell to everyone. She's failed to conceal it. And in the split second after that, she is impacted by a water skin that disrupts her concentration, and she falls to the ground.
Oh yeah.
In shame, and even Maribel looks over at her and is like, "What the hell was that?" And there is a silence that has fallen over this portion of the inn.
Nice.
Is the other portion still clapping?
They have stopped clapping and they are slowly turning.
Restart the music.
they are turning back to what they were doing.
God damn it.
To continue. As if nothing ever happened, ignoring this, and all eyes in this section of the house are on Wendy.
Looked like she was trying to interfere with fully normal, real raffle.
I'm gonna pay attention to everything but Wendy, since everyone's focused on Wendy, and make sure that I notice if something else is going on.
You notice the half-orc, and the half-orc is burying their head in their hands, as if they did not want to be in this situation.
I'm gonna turn to Wendy and say, "Wendy, you bitch! Why are you cheating?"
I'm gonna cast message to the half orc and say, come over this way and you won't be implicated.
You don't see them do that right away, but
No, wait.
they have the option to respond, right? You hear in your head them say, "I didn't ask for any of this to happen."
Okay.
And they're going to appear to stay right where they are.
I'm gonna walk over to where Wendy's on the ground and retrieve my water skin. And,
Slap her with it?
no. Gonna look at Maribel and be like, she's cheating at the raffle, you want to expel?
Who was the one before that? You were the one that said that you were the biggest fan of this author. Yes, I believe that was you.
I think he said that.
What was it? Yeah, you're actually the fan, but I think you were. Saying
yeah, I was trying to say that.
Yes, and you were the one that was talking to her.
Right.
She's gonna look up at you and say, like I said, right? Imagine what his nonfiction is capable of.
Oh yes, this crazy, crazy writing. Alter fabric of time and space, I'm sure, something like that. But maybe keep fabric of raffle intact so everyone has fair chance of winning, yes? No more magic in bar?
If you understand what that book means to us, then you'll understand why I did what I did. Come closer, and they invite you in.
Where?
Into the circle of
Okay, I'm gonna uneasily
Of
join
nerds.
the circle.
I'll walk past behind him
Yes.
and appear my spider on his shoulder so I can hear too. Like, or on this back or somewhere. Somewhere on this bandolier. Use the spider to spy is my point.
That spider can make a stealth check because that you are on his shoulder. Don't know how you're gonna get away with that one.
With a 10.
As you step in slowly to receive whatever knowledge it is that you're about to receive from Wendy, a spider appears on your shoulder.
Ooh!
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh, it can disappear.
Almost like it. Super hard. This bar is gross. You have spider problem in ceiling, you should probably get that fixed.
She says, I suppose that one was his. And so, and for the record, what has this group been publicly accused of so far? The
fan club?
Yes.
Shooting weird magic.
The part about going to the mansion, is that
Oh.
mentioned to them
No.
out loud?
Nope.
No, I think he learned that from his sister.
And he guessed that from...
But I don't think that was said to them.
Yeah.
Okay. She's going to say to you, there's something special about this one. We've been following this guy for a while. But we knew there was something different. This guy, he wasn't leaving his house. He was working day and night. As far as we know, he's only been working on this for a month.
Your book is now fully written. That is crazy work ethic.
Just about. So we knew that it would be something special, and we couldn't miss out on that. So we sent Wallace here in,
Wallace is the half orc.
gesturing to the half-orc,
Okay.
to see what he could find for us. Get a, advance release, Succeeded. He came back with something. He came back with a page from the book.
Please tell. I'm so curious about this book because I'm a huge fan. Also, would love to read page. If you have spoilers, I don't care.
Yeah, and obviously this is between us,
Of course. Yeah,
Yes.
we are thick as thieves.
Yeah. I tried to read it. It was hard for me to make sense of it. It seemed like it was in common, but none of the words fit together. It just had a very powerful effect on me. I felt it, changing me.
Oh yes, I.
But I couldn't understand. But Wallace, he understood. He knew what to make of the symbols. He figured it out, and that's how he's able to do what he does. He got something from that. And, if that's one page of it,
Whole book must be crazy.
it must be something really special.
I see where it's coming from. Wallace, it seemed like you have maybe a small headache from reading such a cool book. Are you feeling alright?
It's like, fine.
Insight. I believe him?
You can do it inside.
8.
He's not really fine.
Yeah. Well, maybe, perhaps I also have good brain for reading words. If you share page with me, maybe we can be in our own fan club of new novel together. Wallace?
Wall.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, while they're talking, I'm gonna pick up that
Natural
piece of paper
20.
from the ground.
And it's a tiny scrap of paper. It's
Nothing.
like the corner.
Yeah.
Okay. And she says, "You seem a fan. You seem to really understand what's going on. I wish I could, but that was the weird thing. It's like after Wallace read it, just the whole piece of paper just like vanished."
Ooh, I've
That's
heard
the
of
thing.
invisible ink, but not invisible paper. That is pretty cool.
So if this book is something special, we only get the one shot at it, right?
Unless,
Each page goes away, so we had to grab the first.
unless they make lots of copy. They have copy one. Perhaps then everybody get to read invisible book. Or
She just smiles and she says, "We'll take the first."
yes, I hope. Good luck in raffle. Huh? We all try to get first. I know what you mean.
And actually, given how obvious that was, Maribel would announce that that entire group had been disqualified.
Oh, who else is even in the raffle?
For this one, actually,
It's just you.
nobody. And so, it is declared that you, my friend, are the winner of the raffle.
Yeah.
And you will get the first copy of this book,
All right.
which even the name of which you do not know.
I'm gonna after they announce that, I'm gonna be to Wendy. I'm gonna be like, "Oh, that is such bummer about raffle. Anyway, cool talking to you guys," and just like leave quickly. And I want to go up and try to stealthily say to him like, "Fan club going to try to get that book from you. They are really mad about
And
it.
they look a little disturbed at the turn of events, given that they were all disqualified.
They're talking crazy about getting that first copy. You should probably be careful." Act cool.
Do they have the copy of the book right here?
No,
Oh.
the author has not arrived.
What time is it now?
It's getting on a little later. It's about maybe 11 o'clock. If he's meant to arrive at midnight.
Okay, well, I'm gonna make sure that these folks don't leave. Don't want them leaving sight. And maybe someone should go check on the author and make sure he's still coming.
Okay.
Split the party.
Or you guys can go together. Or what are you saying to... Are you going to check in with Maribel? What are you going to...
Yes, I'm gonna say, so when does the book come in?
It's supposed to be midnight.
What time is it now?
11 something.
Oh. Well, don't you think he should have been here by now, maybe?
I don't know. He kind of works on his own schedule.
Let's see.
I mean, if he's, if he's here by midnight, he's not late.
Maybe
Is
we
there-
should check up on him.
Is there something
We have bands
to worry about?
We have bands of nerd-hating thugs walking streets. Maybe he not so safe on way here.
I mean, you just saw these people try to cheat in the raffle and try to take the book for themselves. And you also saw them casting weird magic, and also they possibly snuck into your brother's house and stole a page of the book.
What? She went over that part. Did what now?
Neither of you guys told her about this? What are we doing?
You totally said that to her.
Did you?
I don't know if I did.
We didn't tell you about them, like, finding out that they actually did that.
Oh, that was just my
But
guess.
your
before.
guess... He said something
He
like
thought-
that.
I just got a bad vibe about these cats.
Chris, I overhear this guy talking.
You can make a persuasion check with advantage.
Nat 20.
At 20. She's gonna look right at you and she's gonna say, "You think there's something wrong with my brother?"
I didn't say that. But I do think that they are a possible danger, and at the least that they plan on stealing the book.
If you want us to investigate, we must go see your brother.
Also, judging by what the page they may or may not have taken did to him, imagine what the whole book must be doing to your brother's mind.
I'm sorry, what?
We should go check on your brother.
The half-orc, when he said he read one page and go crazy and shoot laser from hand, so maybe your brother's shooting laser from eyeball and mouth and anus and all these things.
She's gonna look very overwhelmed by all of this, and she's just gonna say, I trust your judgment, whatever you...
I think we probably should go prevent anus lasers from reading too much of Demon Book.
Yeah, if I have to, personally plug his anus to stop it from shooting lasers, then I'll take one for the team.
Please don't do anything. My brother's anus. She's like, I'm really doing my best here.
You understand if I go
I'm trying
investigate, I cannot keep Bar safe from nerd-hating losers like Christoph, but if I go, maybe we solve mystery.
And Christoph says, hey, I heard that.
I mean, that is just fact. You hate nerds, so...
It's around this point that, their friend wakes up.
He's just like,
And he looks down and he sees like a tanker and he's like,
well, it seems like maybe we go check on Arthur, see if we can get you a copy of the book that you want.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, but should one of us stay here to make sure that...
Wendy stands up and she says, we'll help you.
You sit the fuck down, you cheating bitch.
I have... I have more water skin. Where that come from?
And do y'all do anything to like make sure that they stay there, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna step forward and put my little hat on, so my eyes glow red, and just be like, "You've been disqualified from raffle. You are disqualified from adventure. You sit in bar and wait for book, nerds."
Yeah, and I'll go up to Christoph and say, "Hey, I'll give you 20 gold if you make sure that they don't leave."
You got yourself a deal.
Spit take.
He just starts to walk over and he's like, "You're not going anywhere, nerds."
And I look at him and I go.
And the barkeep's gonna look over and be like, "I got an eye on him."
Okay, cool.
And Maribel's like, "I got an eye on him." Sister Navarro's like, "I got an eye on him."
Seems like we have many eyes here. Maybe we go spread some eyes towards brother's anus or something like that.
Yeah.
Tavern turned into a prison.
Seems like it needs some inspecting.
Okay, and you're going off to investigate the author's estate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a.
Estate.
That's fine. Yeah, let's take a short break.
All right.
So you all exit, the three of you, the tavern. Is that correct?
Yes.
Heading towards the estate of one Theobald Darkletter.
Yes.
Correct. In order to investigate these strange happenings, in the very moment that he is supposed to be arriving at the tavern with his book, you arrive, and I'm assuming that you ask someone for directions.
Yeah. I
How
know
to
where
get
he
there.
lives.
You know he knows.
And it is also, it's not hard to miss this place, because this is easily the largest home or estate in this town. Looking at it, you think that there's probably someone in this town that is just living off the money that they made from doing a remodel of this guy's house. It's pretty big. It's nice. It looks like a nice reclusive estate for a very reclusive author. And there is a gate, an iron gate in front. It is not locked. There is a walkway that goes up towards the front. And you see it is a large building, mostly made of granite. It is reminiscent of a castle in ways. And there is a large wooden door in front. And y'all can make a perception check.
Can we assume we shared all the information we heard separately with each other?
Yeah, we're talking on the way.
Okay, cool.
13.
25.
7.
You would catch that the front door is ever so slightly ajar. Like it's open. And here, in the darkness, it is nearly silent. You hear only whispers on the wind as you all approach this dark manor. And so, does anyone who does not have dark vision here, by the way?
I don't think I do either.
Genasi? They might.
They do not.
They do not.
I don't think Genasi have dark vision.
Okay. It is quite dark as you are approaching this place. So you have a torch going?
Yes.
Okay. Are you using that just for the both of you to light the way?
I'm using it only for me. Just kidding.
Shielding it on one side.
Okay.
I point out the door.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
There's no lights on in the windows.
You don't see any lights. There are a couple windows. There's like one large window on each side in the front, and you don't see anything lit in there.
Seems hard to write book in darkness.
And it even looks like the lawn is overgrown in this place, like it hasn't been tended to in a little while, at least a month. And it is quiet as you approach the front door with your torch lit to light the way.
Seems unusual. You would think someone with this much money would have a groundskeeper to keep the lawn.
And have money for locks to keep the doors from falling open.
Hold on. The priestess, she said something about traps. I'm gonna check for traps.
Check for traps. Intelligence investigation check.
10.
Checking the door for traps.
9.
9. You do not detect any traps on the door.
Alright.
You do give it a little
walk through
push,
the door.
and it would be hard for for an ajar door to be trapped.
That's true.
For the record, by the way, it's good you checked though.
Yeah. Alright. Open the door.
If we go in here, we should be prepared for the more than tavern scuffle. Sounds like there may be some crazy things going on with this book.
I
Got
draw my bow.
shield on for the record.
Okay, you all are prepared for battle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually want to shape some water out of my water skin into a little ball, and then I want to take a pouch I have on my belt and empty some sawdust onto the ball so it mixes in there, and then I want to form that shape into a shield and then freeze it, and then have a Pykrete shield.
So you're creating a shield
Yes.
with magic.
Yes.
Reshape water.
It is water with sawdust in it, and when you freeze water with sawdust in it, it absorbs all the bubbles and makes it much less brittle.
I mean, go for it. You're proficient with shields anyway, yes?
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
I just
Yes.
didn't have one, and I thought
Yes.
that was cool.
That's cool.
Neat.
Pretty fucking cool.
It's a good use of shape water.
Mm-hmm. What was the order of it again?
So I levitated some water, I sprinkled some sawdust onto it, I shaped the water into a shield, and then I froze it.
Very nice.
So you whip out your shield like, I'm ready. And then he's just like, give me like 20 seconds.
Yeah, I'm like,
And like when he starts this
Yes.
process, I
It
just kind
breaks,
of like,
it breaks the tension.
okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. And I'm like, I call out for the author. I'm like, hello?
You don't get any
I didn't say his name.
audible response.
No name. All right.
You're still outside, by the way.
Okay.
I'm going inside.
You go inside,
Yeah.
and you enter. It's a fine manor, and there's a long hallway leading out of the vestibule that you're in. There's a coat rack, whatever. And going down the hallway, there's 4 doors, 2 on each side, and then there is one very large set of oaken doors at the far end. And from there, you see a small bit of light spilling out underneath the door.
Theobald?
Hey, maybe we should not yell so much. Just a thought.
Don't yell, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Alright, I'm going to try the door with Mage Hand from afar.
You're gonna try the far door?
The one with the light?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the range on Mage Hand?
30 feet.
Okay. So and it's quite a little ways. It's what? Probably 60 feet from the door from the front door to that door.
About that.
So you'd proceed along like halfway and then do that.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on the floor just in case.
Okay. You can make a perception check.
Nice.
Perception? That is...
Unless investigation's better.
24.
24. You go forward carefully, checking for traps or dangers in your immediate vicinity, and you do not detect any. You get halfway down the hallway, and you cast your spell. And you're trying to open the door?
Yeah, try the doorknob.
Okay, you try the doorknob, and as far as you can tell, it is unlocked. It turns.
Yeah, I open it.
You open it? Okay. It's a pull door.
Okay.
So you'd be pulling it open.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, you pull that door open, and you see like a small entryway, like a greeting or gathering area. But right beyond that, you just see many standing bookshelves, and there are sconces on the bookshelves in this room, providing light to that area. And you can see that the room goes much farther back beyond that, but it is mostly darkness beyond there. But it looks like it's a very large, perhaps, library.
Does it look like there's any evidence of the room being used recently? Like any glasses or...
So, in fact, you see a number of sheets of parchment. The bookshelves themselves are very neatly stacked and in order, but on the ground leading in that main hall, or way going forward in that room, you see a number of sheets of parchment strewn on the floor.
Okay.
Just haphazardly.
I'm gonna go turn over one of the pieces of parchment and see if there's anything written on it.
Okay, so you guys you're going in here?
I'd like to see if I see a torch sconce anywhere that I could place my torch in.
Okay, so you're entering.
Yeah.
I'm going to, as I see him walking forward, I'm going to use Mage Hand and move the papers around ahead of him, push them so that we can see the floor. So
Okay.
you start walking forward to check the papers, and they start moving away from you.
Well, you all you enter the room.
We did plan for this.
I do. Lil doesn't include something that he doesn't plan for. Let's be real.
I don't know to be bad.
And as you step in, you can place yourselves, by the way. Assuming those doors are open there.
Yeah. I definitely want to be close to the front. This room has light in it?
Yeah.
These are all like candles in sconces. They look removable. They are providing bright light, down this entire way within 10
Bad to
feet.
have so much flame so close to so many books.
They're in little encasements so that they do not light a fire. It's not many. I was going to say there's not many other options, but there's also magic.
Yeah.
But also continual flames, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, so it's very well lit right here, around the edges and above. It's a very high ceiling. It's 50 feet, maybe. That's also in darkness. Mm-hmm. And when you step in, you also see a small bit of light coming from this direction.
Does it look like firelight?
It's hard to tell because even when you have dark vision, it's only within 60 feet. So it's very hard to see what's back here.
Gotcha.
I will send forth my spider. Because I want to see what's over there without going over there.
I also would have still picked up one of the pieces of parchment if there was no evident danger on the floor.
Okay, and there would be, at least one right in that small area where you are now, so you can pick that up. You pick that up, and it's blank. So that one is blank that you pick up. And you send your spider forward where?
I'm gonna send him forward and checking, looking both ways down. To see
20
what's out
minutes
there.
later.
While he's picking
Yeah,
up,
what
okay,
is the
I'll just
spider's movement speed?
You can,
20 feet.
Yeah.
you can...
The fastest.
Do spiders have dark vision?
Yeah,
They do?
30 feet.
You can make a perception check.
8.
Okay. You're looking for anything like where the torch is or where the candles are?
Yeah, I'm looking
Down the
obviously 8 eyes, right? So checking down the aisles as he walks by them and then seeing what's down here. What is where the eye cannot see?
Okay. And did you want your spider to be moving stealthily for the record? Because if so, it can make a stealth check.
As a spider? I think I'm just going to send him full speed down there. It's
Okay.
a spider.
I mean, it does have a very intentional sort of movement.
The spider?
I mean, if you're just sending it to...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you're just sending it to scout, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't care if it's seen or not, if there's anything there?
Mm-mm.
Okay. You send it forward, and you're just looking up in that area as well?
Uh-huh.
Okay. When you do that, I'm assuming you're looking through your spider's eyes. Yes. You look up, and you see behind a large lectern or desk, you see that is where the candlelight is coming from. And behind that lectern is a man. He is hunched over. It's a little hard to see, but he has his candlelight going, so you can see his face looks very haggard. He is extremely dark. Bags beneath his eyes, and in his hand he is holding a quill. And your spider witnesses as he takes it where he was holding in his hand, and he places it down onto something on the desk and appears to continue writing.
Okay. I come back and I'm like, oh, I think he's down there, guys.
Oh,
And
thank God.
Yes.
as it turned away, you would have caught a small flash of light behind the guy's head as he resumed his work. Like a small flash of arcane energy.
Behind his head?
Mm-hmm.
From a source other than him?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
You can make an Arcana check.
Alright. Nice. 23.
23.
Not 20.
Yeah, you think that might have been a byproduct of whatever it is that he is writing.
Oh, shit.
Like a spark of energy from it.
It looks like he's working on something quite magical.
And as your spider skitters away, he looks up and he sees it. And you hear him shout into the darkness, "Who's there?"
It is I, your good friend Shad.
I step forward. I'm just like,
Says, "Do not interrupt my
I'm your
work."
biggest fan.
Where are you guys? You guys are just going. You're going into the light, right here.
I think so.
Okay.
I think he's definitely going. I'm going.
Yeah, I'm like,
You
I'm actually gonna.
No, I'm just I would imagine you. It would be when you're
down
just
this
stepping up
side.
here. Well, even then, just
You're
place
yelling,
place
"I'm
pretty
Shad,
pretty
I'm
close
sneaking."
here. Just over here.
What?
some shit's gonna happen.
It's like, no, you just got in here.
Yeah, you're
It's almost
spreading
like
out.
there's
I mean, you can be
planned
if you want to go
events.
around, you can be there, if you want. And what are you two doing?
I'm
Just
putting a
type
hand on
her
his
mental
shoulder
aid.
and calm down a little bit. And there, we might have to kill your idol right now.
And I'm calling out, telling him that it's me. Do you remember me?
What do you say?
It's me. Do you remember me?
Yeah. It's me, Shad. I've come to see what you're working on since you seem to like to take my
Who's that?
stories.
What was the last part that you said?
I said, I've come to see what you're working on since you seem to like taking my stories.
He says, "You know nothing of this story, but you will." And
Then I'm gonna stop.
at that moment, you all are actually surprised as swooping down from the ceiling is a large black figure.
Oh, fuck.
An apparition made of pure darkness.
Oh.
Holy.
And it descends upon you, my friend. And you see a tendril reaching out at
Does
you
it come within 5
as
feet of me?
this screeching being. Yeah, we're going to get to that. You can't take a reaction because you're surprised.
Cool.
So, cool. And you see that it is a humanoid figure. It has indistinct facial features. It has large, bulging arms and just wisps of energy coming off it in every direction. And the last thing before it reaches out for you is it speaks and says, "Let me show you." We're gonna roll some initiative.
Oh shit. Fuck.
Oh, yeah,
Ass.
that's ass.
Dick.
This might be my best ever initiative roll.
Okay, hold on. Let me just get my. Oh.
Is it a good O? Is it a bad O?
That's a good
Well,
O.
No, it's a bad O for someone. For one of mine, I'll tell you that.
Theobald's human, right?
Yes.
Totally called what most of this was a while ago.
Yeah.
What'd you call?
Oh, well, what monster I suspect this is?
What do you think it is?
An Alep.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Good thing that was empty.
Good
Yep,
thing.
good thing.
Just like looking the other way, digging super deep in those chips.
I was only
Okay.
trying to get one.
Initiative.
23.
Wow.
Yeah, my best ever initiative roll was a 19.
And you.
4.
As it's coming at you.
Uh-huh.
And before this climactic battle, are you gonna say anything about your name?
Oh, music.
Oh.
There will be music.
Let's see, I'm gonna say, beware of facing dread pirate Puddles de Joro. Yeah, I guess that hasn't come up at all throughout the adventure.
So you're just like,
I'm gonna look over at you like,
as this thing just descends upon you.
Yeah.
And yeah, you already have your weapons drawn and everything.
Yep.
And what was yours?
Hammer and
12.
shield.
12. And you are Chemex. Okay, so I will repeat myself. You are all surprised as this shadowy figure descends upon you, Puddles. It reaches out with a maddening touch,
Please? No.
and that's going to be an 11 to hit.
Nope.
You fend off its
You said the
shadowy
music is-
claw.
Cool.
That it reaches out at you. And so actually first up would have been Shad. You were no longer surprised. Great job.
Thanks.
And then it is then Al's turn. And then Chemex, it is your turn. You are no longer surprised. Great job. Pentecost or Puddles, it is
Check
your
pirate.
turn. You are no longer surprised. Great job. And then last up. I'll just use that. Oh, you got it. Okay.
Is it a medium-sized?
And so actually the first thing that it is going to do, it is a medium-sized creature. It is going to fly 20 feet up.
Yeah, just a really big little bar.
Does that mean it's leaving our range?
Yes, but you would not have had a reaction.
I'm no longer surprised.
This would have been on its turn.
I had one before it.
You are.
I went before it.
Yeah, you're
I
correct.
thought you said I was no longer surprised.
Yeah,
We used retconning it on its last turn. It would have flown up.
and it's okay because
Gotcha.
it's just gonna go back in anyway. So next up is the figure who is standing up on the lectern, and he sees you all and he says, "Stay away! Don't interrupt my work." And
It's gonna yell back like, "I won your raffle! I'm here for my book."
Oh my god.
Totally gonna hit us with a fireball.
yeah, okay. So when you do that, you hear him chanting in a barrage of magical missiles.
Oh.
Leaps out for you.
He does not have line of sight on me.
He does not, because
Yes, but he does on you, correct?
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yes.
Both of you.
Oh yeah.
The magic missiles come right at you, and it's what, 4 darts? And each one does.
Is it 4 or 3?
3 at level 1.
It is 3, and it is just a level 1. So you are going to take 9 damage, 9 force damage. As this barrage of magical missiles
Who's plugging whose anus now?
tears into you.
Earned it.
Guess I'm the winner in this situation.
I don't think so.
And at that point, we're going to come to the top of the round with Shad.
Alright.
And for the record, yeah, these bookshelves are 10 feet tall. They will block line of sight in both directions, including, so if you're looking up there. They are climbable, and again, they are 10 feet tall.
Right on.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bonus action dash,
Okay.
and I'm gonna move all the way over here. Actually, here. So that's the farthest I can go.
And there are actually, it looks like this is a small, like, lecture area.
Uh huh.
And there are a number of chairs, if you wanted to throw a chair in.
And let me ask you, how tall is this? Like, does he have cover
So-
back there, or what's the situation?
So standing there, looking down from the bottom, he would have half cover. This is 10 feet tall, just right here, just to get up on here. And this is another 5 feet tall, so he's got 15 feet up.
Okay.
There is a set of stairs that goes up to this stage area, and then there's these stairs on both sides, which lead up to a balcony that overhangs here.
Okay.
And you do see another large desk up there.
You said they're 10 feet, right? 10 feet tall, these bookshelves?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cast Silent Image, And I'm going to create darkness as an illusion. 5 feet off the ground and in these squares. And that's it.
And it's just
A 15-foot
Darkness
cube of illusory darkness.
now that I think about it, I don't know if you can use a first level spell to replicate the effect of a second level spell.
You can't. Well, this isn't a replication.
It's an illusion.
It's an illusion.
He can discern that it's an illusion if he uses his action to check.
Or if they come in contact with it.
He's giving it the
Technically.
appearance of a second level spell.
Yeah.
It is an image. So it is an image of blackness.
Yes. Which,
Okay. So it
I
is.
thought this out.
It is an illusory blackness.
Yes.
Okay. In what you can draw it.
Draw it?
Yes.
With what?
Or at least do the.
He said it was.
Do you have the marker?
How many is it? 20 feet?
15. Okay. So I'm just going to do this.
Okay.
And that's me.
Nice.
Okay. So you're just in that blackness now.
Yes.
Okay.
It's the best cover ever. It's so good.
Let me check out. Okay. So, it now comes to Al's turn. And Al is going to look down at both of you, and you hear it whisper. You will understand. And you hear whispers penetrating into your mind, threatening to drive you mad. Make a wisdom saving throw, the two of you.
Oh shit.
15.
5.
Is that a -1 shot? Oh.
15?
Yeah.
You are fine. What weapon do you have out right now?
Oh,
Quarterstaff.
You have a quarterstaff.
Yeah.
So, you take 8 psychic damage,
Okay.
and you must use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against Puddles.
Okay, question.
Bring it on, bitch.
What's going on in my head?
What is going on in your head?
Am I like, I gotta damage this guy as much as possible, or...
You must use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against him.
So it's not like a calculated, like, kill this man. You're
You
just,
must
like,
you must
freaking
poke him.
out.
You
Melee weapon attack, not a spell attack.
Right. It's 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
and you can roll damage on that. And yes, for a moment,
8 bludgeoning damage.
you hear this creature's words, and for a brief moment, you think that you see things as it sees the world, and you understand why this thing is attempting to hold you back, why this thing is attacking you, and for a brief moment, you agree with it so much that you strike out at your new friend Puddles there.
Don't hurt him. He's my favorite author.
Before you center yourself, and you realize that there's a fucking thing.
Oh, sorry.
And it's pretty fucking terrifying, and it's probably not correct to be on the right side of that thing, but who knows?
Think your favorite author is possessed by demon. We should probably not hurt him.
It's gonna float over here. Just way over here. And it is actually up in the darkness at this moment, so you cannot see it.
So we can't even tell how high the ceiling is what you're saying?
Yeah, you can tell that the ceiling is about 60 feet high,
Okay.
but there is no light that is
You're the only one who can see it.
There's no light that is penetrating up there.
Can he see it?
But I can see because I have dark vision.
If you have dark vision, you're directly below it, like you are. You can see it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Next up is Chemex.
Okay. Having been hit by magic missile, I'm gonna say, "Oh, that was so cool! I know that spell too!" And I'm going to launch it back at him.
Okay, you're gonna shoot a magic missile at him.
Is that your favorite author?
Yeah.
When you do that, dramatically, you see your missiles weaving and blasting directly at him. And at the last moment, he throws a hand up and deflects
He's still trying to write.
your magic missile. Yes.
Because if he's trying to write, I don't imagine he would.
He has one hand casting and one hand writing.
Jesus.
He has a quill in his hand as he blocks your shield spell.
And I
Or,
will
sorry, he uses the shield spell to block your magic missile.
go
In a
here.
dramatic,
spell in
wizardly fashion.
10, 15, 20, 25.
And make no, I want us to reflect on this for a moment because it was fucking badass.
Yeah.
And when he does that, with the impact on his spell, you see it blow some pieces of paper up into the air.
Okay.
And for a brief moment, you catch a bit of the
And to
script
float down.
to the B movie, which he's furiously writing.
Okay. Then I will.
744,000 times a minute.
Yeah.
Does action surging give me my movement speed again?
No,
Okay.
just gives you an action.
Then I will
That's called a dash.
action surge. And I will cast sleep right here.
Oh, okay.
That is.
You did what?
Sleep.
Oh.
You can make an intelligence check if you want.
Before I cast it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That means you probably shouldn't cast it.
17. Is it Arcana or just intelligence?
Arcana is fine.
19.
19. And what's what do you roll for sleep?
It's like
5d8. Yeah.
Okay. You think you might be able to put him to sleep?
Okay. So the first one was a 7.
you want some more.
5's 12. This 3's
15.
15.
17.
17. 24.
24. Your spell appears to wrap around Theobald and squeeze in on him to put him to sleep. And it appears that it does not quite take effect.
Okay.
He has 25 HP.
As he has, yes, he has not been wounded yet.
Okay.
As, like Pokemon, it is more difficult to
Some good insight.
sleep a non-wounded target.
Nice. Gotta wear them.
That's
do
it
anything
for
else?
me.
Okay.
I've done everything I can.
And that's you down there.
That's me down there.
All right. Next up is Puddles.
I am going to, with a sloppy, wet, splashing sound, just like pound down the hallway. And dash. Yeah, I'm using my action to dash, and holding my shield high, I'm going to use my bonus action to yell at him like, going to be hard to finish book with 2 broken arms. Call off your ghost. Oh, and I have my hat on now, so my eyes are going red.
Awesome.
It's my turn.
Okay, and in response, he's going to pop up from over the lectern at you, and he's going to say, with wild eyes, "You must all know the truth. It's so close." And he is going to cast a spell. Yes, he is. And you can go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Bowls. Ooh, it's gonna be an 11.
An 11, that is not going to do it. You are paralyzed
Oh, fuck.
as the hold person
Christ.
spell sinks into you. Can
Okay, you'll get many more saves.
give this man a bottle cap. And he continues to write. And At that point, you all feel weightless for a moment as something connects in the writing that he is doing. There's a pulse of energy, and every book on the shelves is blasted off.
Ooh,
Oh, fuck.
Oh, I'm in a shitty spot.
And they fall, littering the area
getting hit by books, friend.
between the bookshelves.
I'm dodging them all.
You are,
because I
you are,
keep
you are
this
battered.
area.
You are battered with bullets. You take 1 damage.
All of us?
Nope, only him because he's between the bookshelves.
You know.
And this entire area is now difficult terrain.
Way to try and force me out.
No, this was planned well in advance.
Pre-planned.
Well in
Well, what
advance.
about the area here and here and there? And
Well,
there?
they were actually facing. It's fine. It's all difficult terrain.
Thanks, Nick.
Oh, like in here?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. Just
Yeah, I
next.
think
to
some
it.
of them probably would have gotten along this middle path.
Yeah, you
too.
know what?
Don't be biased.
Just this one.
Just, right on his square, and the one in
While
front of
we're here,
him.
No, this one's gonna be difficult terrain.
Yeah, and the one in front of him too.
And then-
Oh, no.
And then
Okay,
these,
okay,
these
that's
three
enough.
right here,
No, this
meeting
one.
up right here.
This one's gonna be difficult terrain.
I don't know what you guys were expecting.
And you see the papers that have been knocked into the air. For a moment, they seem to be floating in place. And we come to Shad, top of the round.
Oh, well, that just made it easier to climb the bookshelves. I'm going to climb the bookshelf to the top.
Okay, that takes you 20 feet of movement.
Okay, cool.
10 feet up. You are on top of the bookshelf.
I'm
You're
on
10
top
feet
of
in
the...
there.
Yeah, on top of the bookshelf.
At this point, you can see the creature clearly.
And I will bonus action hide.
Are you still in the darkness?
Yes.
Okay, you said you cast it 5 feet off the ground. Oh, it's a 15-foot cube.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
And
that's
that's
a natural
nat 20, so 26 to stealth.
Kill him!
Uh,
And then
You are hidden in the dark illusion. Okay.
I am going to shoot the author.
Is your spider still out there?
Yes.
Probably.
Oh, I'd like
You
to
will.
see
Yep.
it.
You will have advantage.
I can see him from here.
I thought you were in the darkness.
It's an illusion.
Oh,
I can
that's
see
right.
through it.
That's right.
That's why it's good cover.
That's good cover.
What were you saying?
No, go for it. You have advantage.
Of an accuracy.
So that is 6, so 21 to hit.
That is going to hit.
4 shoot, 8 plus 3, 4. So 12 damage. 12 piercing damage.
I
Okay.
can't talk when I'm
He
paralyzed,
is
right?
going to save for
Fully paralyzed.
one person. Okay. He passes the save.
Okay. Cool.
But you, and it's a longbow, right? That you're using.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You scramble up the bookshelf, sending whatever remains on there clambering to the ground, and you see Theobald kind of surveying that area for a moment, but before he can react or anything, just an arrow flies out of the darkness and sinks into his
Venus.
shoulder. I just didn't want to say shoulder. I would say shoulder.
No,
It
I
sinks
say
into
shoulder.
it sinks into his shoulder.
Is it his writing shoulder or his casting shoulder?
It is neither. It's the other shoulder. Actually.
His third shoulder?
It sinks into his collarbone.
That's even worse.
Oh,
It sinks into his chest.
they're all bad.
Sinks into
Directly
his
into his
brain.
heart, he's actually dead.
It's an arrow. It's going to be bad.
Sinks into his urethra.
Oh.
It
But no,
sinks-
it just goes into
It
his
sinks
stomach.
into his armpit.
It's
and
not
out the
a
back.
docking that I can get
And
behind.
it's very painful.
Armpit shot. Is that his
And he's like,
hand or his casting hand?
It's his casting hand, but he's
Okay.
prepared for this very moment.
Okay, yeah, he just
So-
has to drop the
He's,
club.
no, he's gonna be fine.
What happens next?
That's the end of my turn.
What happens next is that Owl swoops down. You can take one thing off of there for now. Yep. He swoops down and he says,
Booga booga, bitches.
I mean, more or less. You say, I have a piece of infinity. And 3 of you need to make wisdom saving throws.
Nice.
Is this a charm effect?
It is not a charm,
Nice.
and it does apply to you.
Again, 18.
18. You're good.
9.
Okay.
Wisdom?
Yes.
7.
7. So the 2 of you...
I'm paralyzed, so...
That's okay. You are... you both take 7 psychic damage.
I do?
No.
Oh, I don't take anything?
You don't. You're good.
Okay.
Yes, the 2 of you take 7 psychic damage, and you are stunned. Actually, no, you take half. You take 3 total damage. 3
Concentration check for whole person.
I did it and it was good.
Gotcha.
Natural 19.
Thanks.
Yes. And the 2 of you are stunned.
So I'm stunned and paralyzed?
Yes.
Sick.
But you are stunned until the end of your next turn. So
Stunned.
you don't actually have to worry about it, but you are stunned. Yep. And it says, soon you will all know.
That's annoying.
TPK coming up there, folks.
Chemex.
That might be his goal, really. It's will.
Okay. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can see him from where I am?
You can see him.
Okay.
He is 10 feet up behind a desk.
He would have half cover against an attack. Well,
What
if you're down there, it'd be like 3/4. But you can do it from.
What if I had gone here?
Yeah, it's okay. That's
Or...
half.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bonus action flip my staff up in the air and materialize a javelin in my hand and huck it at him.
Totally.
Sick.
Action and bonus action.
I got you.
Bonus
Throw your javelin.
Okay. It's going to be a 16 to hit.
A 16 to hit.
Yes.
In that case, you see it ready to sink in before he waves a hand and deflects it away.
God damn.
Jeez.
Is it the second time for you?
Yeah. No, he's going to be running out of spell slots soon.
Don't worry, I'll be able to fuck him up in like a few
And
minutes.
at the start of my next turn, my staff will fall into my hand.
Totally.
I'm
Your staff
frozen.
is
I'm
flipping
frozen.
in the air right now.
I'm frozen in place, but I like my eyes move over. I'm like, would have said that was cool,
Okay.
but I can't.
Puddles, you are stunned. End of your turn. Save for whole person.
Please. 15?
15. I think that should do it. Yeah, no, that's gonna do it. You are no longer
Alright.
held person.
What a good turn.
You are no longer a held person.
Nice.
I don't know if I don't know if I should do you dirty like that. Hold on.
What?
Do him dirty like that.
No.
Stun me, just stun lock me, bro.
You threw a javelin at him. You are a big thing.
I'm getting his carpet all wet. So.
Yep.
So you break free from the stun
Uh-huh.
or the paralysis just in time for him to attempt to paralyze you again. I'm so sorry. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Come on, baby. Hey, 18.
Hey.
Okay, you succeed, and he's like, ah, shit.
Suck a fat one.
And you're just like, so close. And he just keeps writing. And with a flourish, you see him remove the quill from the paper, and a streak of energy flies through the air and catches one of the pieces of paper that was suspended there, and all of them seem to begin to swirl
And he's
around
loose.
him. And there are what looks like small flashes of lightning as this man continues to write.
Oh, Jesus.
Shad.
Somebody's gonna stop that man.
Are you stunned?
Yeah.
Okay, you're no longer stunned.
Cool.
Okay, and then it is Al's turn, and Al is going to attempt to. Oh wait, first of all, Al is gonna shriek again at you all, and you all need to make a wisdom saving throw.
The recharge succeeded.
Recharge on 6.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry.
30-20.
I failed.
You pass. You failed. You are stunned. I'm so sorry.
I'm so glad I don't have negative wisdom.
Can you put that underneath?
Visions of spectating.
I'm really irritated now.
I'm very sorry.
No, you're not. There is no sorrow in that voice.
And
Visions of spectating.
it's going to swoop in front, and you see it appearing to place itself in front of this man. He says, "Soon I will be free."
That doesn't sound like a good thing.
Chemex.
I agree.
Chemex, that's me. How tall is this? Can I get up on it?
It's 10 feet tall. It'll take 20 feet to get you up there.
Okay.
And you can do it diagonal, so yes. If you're asking if you can get on him, the answer is
25.
Looks like yes.
And I, at the start of my turn, my staff falls into my hand
Indeed.
very gracefully,
Indeed.
if I do
Fling
say
it
so
way
myself.
up there.
And I say, fuck, I had a one-liner already, but I totally forgot.
And that's what you say in front of your hero. As he-
Oh, fuck.
I'm a little starstruck right now.
Totally had something prepared.
I just say,
and then
I'm
you
so
look.
sorry. And I whack him with my corner staff.
Yes, you do.
Can I get that book, though?
Does he? Yeah, and he doesn't still have.
Oh, I remember what it was now. I can't wait to see how this story ends. Nice.
Nice.
Natural 19.
Natural 19. I don't think he can block that. So
Okay. It's gonna be
yeah, no, you're gonna do your damage.
11 damage.
Stuff whapped.
You
Yeah.
clonk. Does he? Wait, does he have whole person gun? I don't think he does.
No.
he doesn't have any.
Not
concentration.
anymore.
You whack him over the side of the head, like through these swirling papers ensconced in arcane energy. You put your staff right through that, and you clonk him.
And I say, oh
there's
my
like-
god, are you okay?
It's like a gout of blood that like.
Oh, God.
Does he look
Before we
okay?
jump, and he doesn't look at you as he just continues. And you can see now that he has a large book, and he is on the last page.
Oh, shit.
And
Right.
there are scribbles that you don't recognize. And
Definitely take the quote.
he is about halfway down the last page. in
Alright.
this book.
Good to
And
know.
there are other papers swirling around him.
Well, in that case,
And I probably won't last the combat.
bonus action. Gonna use the butt of my quarterstaff,
Oh.
and I'm going to do 9 total with that.
To hit, that is not going to hit,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Don't think so.
Oh,
The,
dang. So close.
This time, the swirling paper deflects your blow. It wouldn't normally, it was just a feeble blow.
Yes.
Yes. As long as we're on the same page there. Do you do anything else?
No.
Okay, Puddles.
Alright. I am going to 5, 20, or that'd be 25, 30. Move up on him. I'm going to go into a rage. As the electricity spreads across me again, it is going to reach out and strike him, so he needs to make a DC 14 dexterity save.
Natural one.
Well, he also takes a natural 1 of lightning damage.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to attempt to wrap him in my arms and stop him from riding.
Grapple?
Yeah.
Okay.
Grapple check.
Let's see. We'll go with, we'll call this disarm. and using the variant disarm because you basically want to disarm him of the.
I want to grapple him. I want to like.
A grapple wouldn't necessarily stop him from writing.
Okay, yeah, I'll
if
go
you're
for
getting a
disarm.
hand.
I'll
Go for disarm. So you can do an attack roll.
Okay.
And actually, I read the variant rule for this. It's an attack roll versus their like athletics or acrobatics.
And I wouldn't get advantage on that for raging. That's not like a
Strength?
thing.
I don't think so.
Well, it's a strength attack roll, right?
Yeah, let's just do it like a
grapple.
Like a grapple, yeah.
Okay, cool. So I would have advantage. I will count that 8 I just rolled.
Yep.
I do have advantage. That's going to be 16.
Okay, you get a hand on him and you have him grappled.
Sweet.
You have a hand on his shoulder, in fact.
I'm preventing him from moving.
Yes, and actually you remove the quill from his hand.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say to him with my glowing red eyes, "Looks like we may have cliffhanger after all."
Okay, and the two of you should both have inspiration at this point. I don't know if you're going to need it.
I could have used it.
Can you give your inspiration to me?
Can we do
I
that?
think I'm a bard.
I don't know about that.
I
one.
mean, you could be inspired by
just-
how
I'll
good. You could
probably-
be inspired by how good my pun was.
Okay, and
It's not even a pun. It's just a good one-liner.
right as you wrench this quill out of this man's hand,
Yeah.
and he just looks up at you in horror and he says, "You do not understand,
Does he get the pages soggy?
but you will not get in the way." And he scoops up the book in his hand, and he casts a spell. And as he's looking up, and he disappears and reemerges on the balcony above. He's actually he would have to be standing on top of that. Yes.
Shit.
I'm there.
And you see him looking down on all of you, and he has the tome in one hand, and
I hope he doesn't
He
have
will
that
say-
second quill.
he will say, he'll say, "This shall be my masterpiece," as he reaches in and he draws a second card. But he does not have time to write because he had to escape this turn.
Wonder how many pens he has.
Does he look bloodied at all?
He looks fucked up. He looks like there's actually like blood dripping down
It's too bad I can't act before you guys will kill him.
from his scalp.
I don't know. Maybe
And,
Sean does not want to kill his hero.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
already
I definitely don't want to fucking kill him.
And especially here, you can see that he is haggard. He has not showered in a while. He has apparently just been working on this for a long time.
Could I have at some point maybe like gotten some of his grime or stench on me?
For what purpose?
Oh, he's never gonna wash his hand again.
I don't ever want
Yes,
to wash
you'll
my
you'll
hands
be
again.
you'll be able to collect that. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Shot. And actually, shot.
Me?
Yes.
You're stunned.
You're stunned.
No longer stunned.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're no longer stunned.
Yeah.
It is Al's
That's
turn.
why I've been throwing all the snide comments in the there.
I see.
All the
I don't know if you caught the undertones.
Well, it's better than taking
you
damage.
could say he's throwing shot at you.
Throwing shot. My God.
Oh, again, I have visions of spectators.
And
When I played a rogue.
it recharged, but I'm not going to use it. It's fine. Al is going to swoop in. And have you been wounded? You took a magic
I've been
story.
wounded. Oh yeah.
Okay. It's going to swoop down on you and reach out.
He's gonna get an opportunity attack,
Yes, he is.
Reach out and touch faith.
and it's gonna miss.
Okay. And it's going to reach out at you with a hand. And you see the hand extending as the fingers threaten to sink into you.
Ooh.
And it rolls a 21 to hit.
That just hits. Yeah,
That's going to hit. Okay.
it just hits.
Does it actually just hit?
He has 20 AC.
I have 20 AC.
Oh my
Sean
God.
loves AC, man.
Because
Okay.
If you know nothing about Sean, you know he loves AC.
You're going to take only 13 psychic damage.
Okay.
And you know, as this thing sinks its hand like into Chemex's chest, not destroying it, but simply entering it, you see his eyes go wide for a moment. And you hear this foul creature say, "Do you see?"
Cool.
I think it is
What's
cast.
next?
I think it is casting invoke fan fiction.
And it's going to stay right there and sort of engage with the two of you.
For sure. This is 15 feet up?
So that happens, and then you're back, and it's your turn.
Is this
It
15?
was-
That's
it was
10
15.
and this is 15?
It was basically 15 feet over this. It's like 25 feet up.
Yeah, that is higher up.
So that's okay. It's 15 feet up, and then the balcony is what he's standing on is another 10.
I would say it's like another 50.
15, yeah.
Oh, so it's like 30 feet up.
This is 10. This is another 15
Oh.
for a total of 25.
Yeah, 25. That's fine.
Off of the ground. But
Yeah.
from me to him is like 15.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Oh, I was still reading that. Sorry.
I don't know what you do with this information, but that's what
Yeah, I'm
happens.
not really sure what to do with it exactly.
Post on your Tumblr, get lots of followers.
Bonus action, second wind,
Okay.
because I fucking need it right now. I'm gonna gain 12 HP.
Nice.
Sorely needed.
Sorely gained.
Sorely gained. Action. I'm gonna say to Theobald, may your dreams be filled with peace and solitude from your machinations. And I'm going to cast sleep once again.
Nice.
You sleep. Okay, you're
My
sleeping him.
last spell slot.
Do you want more?
Yes.
What was that one?
13 total so
He
far.
goes to sleep.
Okay. Should I keep rolling? Who else? You're closest, right?
Well, he's elevated, so you can just get him.
Okay. Yeah, that makes
Thanks,
sense.
bro.
He goes to sleep, and the quill floats down towards you all.
I want to try and catch it.
You can make a dexterity check.
I also
Would that be
want to
sleight
try
of
to
hand?
catch
It
it.
can be.
I also want to try to catch it.
16.
You have sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Sleight of
I'm
hand.
good
I
at tying
don't
knots.
catch it.
I'm a
Oh,
sailor.
okay, right.
You snatch it out of the air, and you think you're super cool.
I
And you're,
have.
you're still engaged in battle with this great
I look
fountains.
over at you and I kind of like eye the quill and I lick my lips.
like, I'll tuck it away a little bit.
Boom, and yes, and you see the bewilderment and the dedication fade from this man's eyes before he slumps down onto the table above you. And the papers that were swirling fall and float down to the ground. And
Good. Ghostly figure's still looking
there is still
ghostly.
a terrifying hell creature. That in response to this gives an unearthly shriek of rage. Do you do anything else with your turn, Chemex?
That's about all I can do, I think.
Okay, Puddles.
Okay. And this thing is on our level now. It's not flying.
It is with you, yes.
Sweet. I am going to bonus action strike it with lightning. So DC 14 dexterity save.
That is 21.
That will be 2 lightning damage then.
2 lightning damage. And you see, as it appears the lightning does not destroy it as much as you think that it would.
Yeah, figured. Okay. I am going to let out a wet-sounding roar and two-handed recklessly attack it.
So
Yeah,
wet fart.
yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. That's gonna be a 14 to hit. Wait, no, sorry, that's gonna be a 16 to hit.
That will hit.
Alright. Sounded like that when I roared.
Like a duck?
Nice. It's going to be
stepped on a
14 bludgeoning.
Okay. You see that this carves a significant amount from its form. As your what weapon is it?
It's a warhammer.
The warhammer. As your warhammer appears to punch through its shoulder, and
Always the shoulder.
there's a significant amount of energy that blasts off. But it also seems as if the strike did not land as well as you might expect.
It hates fighting smoke with hammers. I think there is some saying about that, but I cannot remember.
Yep. Theobald is asleep. Shad.
I would a bonus action hide. It can't see me. Do I still have advantage on my attack?
What?
He didn't.
doesn't have
Yeah,
visual
you would.
sight
Yeah,
on
you would
me.
have advantage anyway. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Well, then I don't need a bonus action hide, but I failed
you
the hide.
stubbed your
check.
toe.
Oh, okay. I'll take it.
Oh, I guess.
There's that one. No, it's fine. Yeah, no, I see that that's 19, so it's fine.
I mean, just
Okay.
give him another chance to get it 20.
Yes.
Well, I have Elven accuracy,
Oh.
so I do it anyway.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's going to be a hit.
That is. What's the total on that?
Or what?
The
The
19
19
plus.
plus.
That's a hit.
25?
Thanks.
5, 6, 11, plus 4, 15 piercing damage.
And again, it appears to sink in softly, but
And then I'm going to
this
try...
creature is certainly perturbed.
I'm going to try
by
and
these
jump
strikes.
over this to go over to this bookshelf.
I think you can do that just fine.
Okay. Then that's my turn.
Okay. And
There's funny stories of people failing 5-foot jump athletics checks.
Oh, I know. I've definitely...
Yeah.
In Sean's campaign, we've done it for sure.
and this swirling, shifting creature of darkness looks at the result above and is sleep a concentration spell?
Nope.
No?
No? He just slept? Okay.
So,
He slept for... Yeah.
he probably needs it, man.
For a
He's
full-
tired.
At least a full minute. And
Yes.
if he's that tired, he's probably going to sleep
And
for
this-
a
I
long
think
Yes.
the duration's an hour.
time. An hour?
I feel like.
Should
You
we
can
call
be woken
By
Yeah,
that?
that's
1
probably-
minute.
yeah, it's 1 minute.
shaking or
Yeah,
being
it's
attacked.
fine.
1 minute.
The quickest of power naps.
Yeah.
And this floating creature, getting to the point here, it says, "No, you must complete the transfer. It shall be one of you." And it's going to reach out at... Actually, no, it's going to...
I've never
It is. It's going to reach out at you.
Dang.
Again with the hand.
I've never seen a ghost with blue balls before. Quite
Do you have
scary.
any pictures of this thing? I just want to see what
Kind
it
of.
looks like. Can I see?
Yeah. You know what it is. You can look it up. It's a 16 to hit.
That does not.
That is not going to hit. And it is... It's going to float up.
Spooky.
Reaction.
Absolutely.
Attack.
You want a
Yes.
reaction attack?
Yep.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can also make an opportunity.
It's gonna be a
the-
15 to hit.
Beneficial.
That will hit.
And booming bladed. So it takes 12 bludgeoning damage
Does a 20 hit?
and 3
Yes.
thunder damage.
Mine would be 11 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. And all of this damage does not appear to sink in fully. Chemex, it is your turn.
Cool.
And it looks like this thing is looking down, floating down, or looking down on you, floating, surveying what exactly its options are here. It does not seem like an unintelligent creature.
It's cool looking.
I suppose my best option right now
Yeah, there it is.
is to toss my quarterstaff into the air and materialize a spear,
Okay.
javelin in my hand. How far away is it from me?
40 feet.
Okay, so I'm rolling at disadvantage.
Yes.
Do you want me to use that, or is that cocked?
That's fine.
Okay.
So 16 plus what?
Ooh, it's at disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage.
Yeah.
You throw it straight up, and
Come straight down.
it comes straight down through the book on the table, and just pins it to the desk.
Ooh, the one up here next to him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good job. You have secured the book.
If only that was a basilisk tooth, it would have killed Voldemort.
And I'll use my movement in head. 10. Is it gonna cost extra movement to hop down here?
It's gravity.
You would have to either climb or jump.
I'm saying
So-
will it be 10 feet to hop down there,
It would be...
or just 5 feet?
Jumping down should be...
Counting for his
regular
movement
right?
speed.
Yeah.
Gravity.
He's jumping.
Gravity will do all the work there, right?
Yeah, it's 10 feet. Yeah, you can do it. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, just normal movement.
15, 20, 25. I'll end my turn there.
Okay. Puddles.
Okay, he's flying up there. The book is pinned.
Before I caught.
What's the range on your bonus action shot? 10 feet?
10 feet.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm going to use all my movement to climb up the balcony and get here. And then, let's see. I'm going to use my action to pour out one of my water skins on the book. It's like, oh no, looks like all your great work go to waste. And I'm just like emptying like a half gallon of water.
I'm
on it.
probably
you-
like, no!
Do you look at the book at all? You can
I'm-
see... Like,
yeah, I'm like looking indirectly. I'm not trying to read it. I'm like looking at it. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit. 14.
14. You...
I feel like that wasn't enough. Just by one.
You take 3 psychic damage. And there appears to be an image that forms in your head as you...
Is he still pouring water on it or no?
You are able to complete your action, and you shake off the worst effects, but that does happen. Before you, I'm assuming, like, close the book. Or you destroyed it, so that's fine.
Yeah, I would have like poured water on it and then like stomped on it probably. Just like grabbed it with my heel.
Shape water to clean the ink off the pages.
It depends on how wet the ink is. How fresh, I guess.
Well, if you pour water on it, you just use shape water to move the water around
Okay.
on the ink.
Well, I
Anything
didn't have-
else
I didn't have the action
on your
for it.
turn?
Nope, that's it. Sorry.
Okay.
Next turn I can do that.
Theobald is asleep.
Well, it would
Shot.
have been a object interaction to take the thing. You can shape water.
Whatever.
Shot. It's your turn.
All right. Still out of sight from this creature, I'm gonna shoot it.
And you see that it is much wispier than it once was. It does not have the robust form that it once did.
That's better. 17.
That will hit.
6, 9 plus 4, 13 piercing damage. And let me ask you, oh master of,
You do see this one punch straight through.
since I have a longbow, can I still use my object interaction to draw my hand crossbow and shoot that as a bonus action?
I think you need to make
What?
a one-handed
No.
attack with a hand crossbow.
No.
Cool. And then I'm going to
You can actually see that thing is barely holding itself together at this point.
move over and I'm going to bonus action hide.
Okay.
And that's a 25 stealth. And that's my turn.
Okay. And next up comes this thing, and it's very close to the ceiling at this point. It lowers itself down a small amount, don't worry about changing it. And you hear it speak out from the darkness. It says, I know when a fight is lost, but this is not over. I have so much to show all of you. And it begins to babble again. And whoever is within 30 feet of it, which...
I think that's no one, because it's 40 feet up in the air.
So it lowered itself down.
Nice.
How far?
20 feet. Actually, no, it would be 15 feet. It would have to be.
Alright, I gotta do some trigonometry real quick.
No, I think we're just doing how it's... We're not doing
The DM says it's
trigonometry.
close enough to me.
We're doing... Just like we're doing diagonal is like, vertical is the same way.
So
just
it's just me.
30... We'll say it's just you.
That's your dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, no, you're just gonna take...
You're saying it doesn't have me in it?
You're not in it, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to talk to you right now, Sean.
Yeah, no,
I don't want to talk to it particularly.
Yeah, you're only gonna take 7 psychic damage
Hot dog.
as its howling babble fails to penetrate your mind.
I'm imagining that I'm just hearing Bawataba by Kid Rock.
Yes. And with its remaining movement, it is going to fly directly upward and through the ceiling.
Ugh.
And it's gone.
Son of a bitch.
I talked about blue balls earlier, now I have blue balls. I mean, they are literally blue, but now they are figuratively blue as well.
Nice.
Alright.
Okay, so you see paper strewn about everywhere. The guy's up there. He is currently unconscious thanks to your sleep spell.
I
the
know.
book has been penetrated by a javelin. You have destroyed it and closed it.
Yeah.
Javelin's back in my hand.
You call your javelin.
I'm gonna pour some water on Theobald's face. Try to wake him up.
Okay, and
Touch him.
I'm gonna dismiss my spell and go and join you at the bowl.
I'm gonna take a look at the book and see if it's ruined or not.
it definitely looks like the book is ruined. You can tell even before you open it.
Son of a bitch.
You started it.
Now, if you want to open
Yes.
it, you would like to open it.
Yes.
Just matter of interest, when I read book, it'll hurt my brain, so...
I would
just
like
so
to
you know.
open it.
You would like to open it, and it's been destroyed, unfortunately,
Dang.
by the pervasive water.
Sad about that.
And the guy sort of sputters away. He's like, who are you?
I'm your biggest fan. I just saved your life, sort of, partially.
He's like, oh my god. And
I grab him by the
he's going
shoulder.
to start to cast the familiar magic missile.
I want to try to restrain him.
Yeah,
You grab
is he able to cast it with if we're holding him down?
You can stop him.
I'm gonna look at him and say, "You don't remember me?"
It sounded like there was comma there instead of question mark.
He says,
What?
no.
I'm gonna cast Charm Person on him.
You're going to cast Charm Person on him?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a natural 20.
All right. Well,
He's like, don't be pulling that on me. I know what that is. Who are you? Get out of the way. Where's it? Where's
Whoa,
where's
hold on.
Where's my
Chill
work?
out.
Where's my work?
First of all, it's mine because I won the raffle. Second of all, this asshole destroyed it. And third of all, you were supposed to be at the party. I traveled for 3 days to this god's forsaken town to meet you, and you didn't even
destroyed it?
show up to the release party.
Well,
Does he look pretty injured right now?
I mean,
He is very injured right now.
I'm gonna try and be really stealthy about
at
something.
this point, I'm going to
What are
use.
you gonna do? What are you trying to do? You can try and do it before anyone reacts.
I'm gonna draw my rapier,
Are you going to just?
You're
like,
attempting
kill
to
this-
draw your rapier and kill this man?
possibly.
Okay,
Is
I would
that-
definitely
is that
try
what
to
you're
stop
doing?
that.
I'm gonna try my rapier and appear to intimidate this man. Yes.
You're gonna do what now?
Intimidate him.
You're gonna draw your rapier.
Yes.
And then do what?
Intimidate him.
What do you say something?
What are you doing? You see him drawing the rapier.
If he goes to attack, I'll try to stop
He
him,
says,
but
"No,
otherwise I will
unhand
not
me."
do anything.
Don't kill me.
I do not unhand him. I am
You
going to
assholes.
say, well, I mean, book got a little wet, and then I'm going to use shape water to pull all the water up off the book and back into my water skin. But like, it's dry now, so
Does he have a spell focus?
He would have a wand.
I'm gonna use Mage Hand to remove it from his person.
Does he have the spell book?
You don't see a spell book nearby.
I'm not a big fan of literature and maybe not the most knowledgeable, but it seems like Terrible Ghost Demon was using you to write some secrets.
You destroyed it. You destroyed it. It was.
I think something
was almost
bad.
done. It was
Something
so
bad
close.
would have happened if you became done with book.
No.
Uh,
Oh no! You don't.
You know what they
you've done.
say.
I feel it slipping already.
You know what they say: write drunk, edit sober. Maybe now your time to come up with second draft.
You don't understand some of these things. They only happen once. Oh my god! You don't know what you've done. You don't know what you've done. I have to start.
It's okay, buddy.
Do you need an assistant?
Spooky ghosts fly up through ceiling. Maybe you go find him in the attic and he tell you secrets you forgot.
I can't begin to describe the things that I've seen.
I'm gonna wander off and look around. Just
Maybe
over
try to
here.
describe things that you've seen to me, and we can talk about it, and maybe we brainstorm a little bit.
And I'm gonna put my rapier away.
You know your sister's worried sick about you.
Also, you have very
She
strange.
never understood that the work comes first.
You have very strange fan club all waiting for your book. Just so you know, they're quite weirdos.
And now I'm gonna shoot him.
You're gonna.
Oh my god!
Roll stealth.
Physically put myself in
I'm
harm's way.
gonna have to say that you guys probably were not expecting this.
I was not out of character and in character.
11.
11.
I totally knew he was going to shoot.
Would you have
It's like,
room
it's
ahead?
late, I want to go to bed. I'm
Yeah.
gonna kill this guy.
Yep.
You-
Let's get this over with.
What's your?
Mine
So you
is
you don't
20.
catch this. You catch him about to attempt to shoot him.
Is he still prone?
If you would like to stop him, you two can roll initiative.
Yeah, I've actually been hired by his sister, so I would imagine that I'm
I also don't want him to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you
Ooh.
don't notice this.
Well, I got a
you
four.
would be
Oh,
surprised.
you said you too.
You-
I
yeah,
thought
you-
you.
He won the,
Yes,
he
that's
won the
two.
initiative.
You won the initiative, so you get to make the attack roll.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, so
Like, we just casually walk
24?
off and like,
So
Yep.
for a moment, he looks and he says, "I saw. Yes, I saw." And then an arrow just pierces his heart
ooh.
as you witness this man, bow in hand.
my life is not
He
your
says-
story to write.
And he
Oh.
It's-
Shit, that was
One
about to
day.
get a teaser.
says, "You will all know the secret," and then he just dies.
That would be a good title for book.
And zooming out, you all are left with but fragments of a very large picture. You're but one of few moving parts in a grand scheme. It's intelligible. And you all walk away having learned and revealed and concealed secrets of your very own.
Ooh.
The end.